Hello everybody, Neil here from the Four Corners, and welcome to a video going back to Master of the Mountain. Now that season answered a lot of long-time questions us Ninjago fans had, mainly surrounded on Lilly, Cole's mother, but it also introduced a lot of new Ninjago history that it actually didn't dive too deep into, and that's kind of a good thing because the season was good enough to stand on its own and they got to focus on Cole without actually making up more stuff to make the season run. But some of the more minor questions that were left was, who was Hazadur? That green skull, he used to be a full guy, a really powerful wizard. I want to know more about him and his story. The Ninjago writers love to leave loose ends like this all the time so that they can answer them in a future season. That way all the seasons feel connected and like they're not making stuff up as they go. But another more minor question was, how did Griefbringer look back in its prime? Griefbringer, also known as the Skull Sorcerer's dragon in the physical set, is a very old dragon. Lilly defeated it a bunch of years ago to save the geckos and the months when it had muscles and skin. And the way she defeated it, I almost felt bad for the dragon. She cut off its wings, cut its throat. That is super violent. Lilly almost looks like the villain here. But anyways, the dragon was dead for a really long time and then resurrected by the Skull Sorcerer to help him defeat the geckos and the months again. And we never saw this thing with its actual skin. We just saw the bones and everything, which was the point. That was the theme of the season. Skeletons and bony dragons and things like that. But recently, on January 1st, we got this dragon called Lloyd's Legendary Dragon. And we've seen it in the Ninjago 2022 Virtues of Spinjitzu shorts. And when I compared both models, you won't believe how similar these are. And I think you know where I'm going here. So check this out. For the basic similarities, we have big chest and big shoulders, and these are things that we actually haven't seen much in Ninjago dragons. These are unique features that are pretty exclusive to only these two. Then both of these have 3 toes each, which I guess is kind of a given for any Ninjago dragon. But if you look at the tail, it's the same tail piece for both of them. And those ridges you see on Lloyd's Legendary Dragon, the ones that pop up on the tail in gold, those are on the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon too, just in green, because this is the resurrected version. So if you keep looking at this, you'll keep seeing more and more similarities. Plus, if you look at the head, there's 2 implications of horns, which in Lloyd's Legendary Dragon is bigger because this is the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon in its prime. And if you look at the back leg, it's the exact same shape. It is amazing how similar these things are. Now this could be just a coincidence. I mean, we've never gotten a dragon under this style until the Skull Sorcerer's Dragon and this dragon, so both of these are uniquely similar, but let's just assume, okay, this was just an accident, they didn't do this intentionally. But nonetheless, both of these dragons exclusively have the same form, so even if it wasn't intentional at the LEGO group to make these things look the same, if there was ever a Griefbringer shot that was back in its prime, it would probably look like this because of how similar they are. I don't really see how they could make Griefbringer look any different with its actual muscles. And if you compare it to the show, there are some more similarities as well. So this is our best look at what Griefbringer could have looked like back in its prime. I'm pretty sure it wasn't green and dark blue. I'm pretty sure that's just for Lloyd here, but we do see a gray version of this in the core shorts. So that could be what Griefbringer used to look like. I'm really happy we have some idea now, because I'm pretty sure they'll never actually show us the flesh and bones Griefbringer in the show. Thank you for watching a video going through this amazing similarity. It's crazy how alike they are. Comment down below what you think about this and how you feel about Griefbringer's flesh form. And as usual, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.